We are live.
We are live. We're live. Alright, I need to open one. Then I gotta remember to mute it so I don't echo. Yeah, it looks just as crappy as it did on my other screen. Huh? I just went to refresh my stream and it said, sorry, unless you got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Like, oh,
So, do you think I'd be able to pull off max settings streaming Final Fantasy?
yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to. But I don't know. I mean, I have no feeling of what the encoding does to your stuff because I have this Xeon, so it like doesn't even phase me. But your processor's pretty good, isn't it? I don't remember what you have.
6700K with
Then yeah,
a very mild overclock.
then yeah, you should be fine. I'd imagine. Uh, what did I do? I don't even remember what I'm doing. Game.
I know memory wouldn't be an issue if that had anything to do with it.
What's memory got to do? Got to do with it.
Yeah, I'm just working on leveling my culinarian job.
Um, when this starts up the fight, mute whatever music and stuff you got going on and see how the sound comes through the
Okay,
stream. Or how it
pause.
sounds coming through the stream.
See the view count?
What now?
Do you see the view count?
The view count? Yeah, that's like total so far on the channel. You're talking about on Twitch, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Like 290 something. Welcome, new viewer. Always like seeing that at 3 or higher. Ooh, purple rune. Oh, it's only a 3-star. Cool. What the hell? This thing does not change. Dream Elements does not change the name right. It's still the name of the stream. Like, what is the stream title to you?
Um, New player level 18, third stream coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Why the funk? Doesn't make any damn sense.
Hmm.
It's inaccurate. How do I? I've never. I've only changed it once on Twitch. And the other time I did it on something else. Stations. See if you can find an answer for this on Google for me, please. Just to like, where do I go to change the name of my Twitch stream while I'm live? I'm not sure what I have to do. Hello, other new viewer. How goes it? I'm just using some little lobby mobs to get some XP out of them while I use my some math to grind through a couple of these Giants runs for some clovers for the event.
Do you have an edit box that you can access under your stream
Oh,
window?
yep. Oh, simple enough. That's definitely it. Thank you.
But there's also a chat command that you can use to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, it's pretty simple. It's exclamation point status, no space, and then a space, and then left caret, and then you put your title in there, and then a right caret, unless the carets are not meant to be there, just to show you that's what the title's supposed to be. I'm not 100% on that, but they exist.
What? I lost? Haha. Bad RNG apparently. For me that time. That shouldn't have happened. Now, let's see.
So do I need to keep the audio up on Twitch?
No, I just wanted to make sure that like everything sounded okay. You could hear
Sounded
both of our
okay.
voices with the music and attacks going, because sometimes the levels are off. And people can't
I
hear
am
me.
still hearing myself periodically too, not all the time.
That's no good either.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Should be switched now, finally. What do I need to do? Let's get out of here. Yes, I want to close the pop-up. We all want to close this pop-up. Nobody's ever seen that second pop-up and went, wait a minute. Hold on, no, I need to check this pop-up out. Ooh. I can do... Oh, wait, no, let's wait till my... Let's do some arena stuff. Ooh, all my rivals are up. Oh, screw this list. What's going on? 30, 30... No. Fresh list.
Your mic cuts out a lot at the end.
Cuts out a lot at the
Like-
end of what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's like gating, like a noise gate. It's trying to block out like background noise.
Yeah, it makes sense. I turned the gain up on the mic. Hopefully that helped a little. And then not make you pick up your voice again.
Well, I did when I first started talking. I heard myself, but now I'm not hearing myself.
That's what she said?
More than likely. I heard that.
God damn it. This was working okay the first time. Other people weren't hearing.
No, you're cutting out. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. I'm just trying to get it worked out.
No. And it's just we gotta figure out where the settings need to go. And where the mic needs to go and stuff too.
Right.
Alright. That should be a better place for my voice to pick up the mic. Let me know if I still cut out. Horrible choices. Yeah, I can kill these 16. Looks like it's a good thing I stalled for so long, because now that I'm streaming, the download is going quite slower.
You're cutting out.
I said it's a good thing that we stalled for so long, because now that I'm streaming, the download slowed down like quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to be down to an hour left again.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. I can see the progress bar, but barely.
Yeah, that was pretty much the goal. I just wanted to get it on there enough because that for some reason I can't get it to resize right for this particular window, but that's going to be where the other window goes when it's like the small FF.
Confetti.
Confefe. time. Wreck this face. This game's fun. You'd like it. Probably.
I did download it.
Every account's different too, so like if you streamed on here, it wouldn't even be redundant. Because you definitely wouldn't have a Samath. You'd have to be working through things that I didn't have to. I just got to skip because I unlocked this fairy thing that you see on the screen. He's the fairy king. Water, I think? I should know the element of my Samath. Yeah, it's water. What are you waiting for? Oh no, we lost a viewer. Goodbye, other viewer. You will be sadly missed. God, that is just so awesome. He's just like, done. I want to look into that Lineage 2 game too. If we're bored, you could read about it for us. Like
Yeah, I can do that.
They claim that it's like a full-fledged, no-hold-barred MMO. Like, and you can have a bunch of people on screen at the same time, and it works on your phone. Like, I've never heard anybody debunk it yet, so seems like it's a legit claim. And I wonder if it's like an exact mock-up of Lineage 2, or if it's like an entirely different thing. I know Lineage was pretty grindy. Hello, thank you, welcome. Devil Drizen has arrived. Alright, we got 1 hour left till it's done.
Does it seem to be sitting at a consistent, no?
Yep, it's just 1 megabyte slower than the other time.
Yeah.
It's at 1.3. Welcome, new viewer. You're about to number to me now. Play. Alright. Perfect. Now I can make a wish. Would I like to make a wish? Yes. Of course not. But a rainbow mon, I'll take it. And a lot of energy I need to accept in the next 15 hours. I've completed 100 things, so it just says ... Like, it's impatient with me because I haven't collected my rewards. Just like, fucking 100. Oh, I just heard noises.
I heard a noise.
Oh, I gotta follow. Thank you, follower. Paradox. I love that emote explosion. The troll faces in there. It's like so many different random people. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Wow, I have 4 of these. 4 of the good scrolls. Alright. 4 chances for a nat 5. Well, let's see. Summoning it up. What do we get? Oh, I think I already have one of these. Magical Archer. Wind Archer. Summon again. I can skip this part, but I like it. The anticipation. High elemental? Isn't this an Undine? Can't I turn this into an Undine? Somebody tell me if this is an Undine. If this is an Undine, that's good fucking news. It looks like one, visibly. Fucking salamanders. Alright. Give me something that's not a salamander. Ooh, a 4-star. Fuck yeah. I got a lich. Bitchin'. How good is the lich? What can the lich do? Gains a turn with 15% chance whenever an enemy's turn ends. What? If this effect activates, your attack power and critical rate are increased for 1 turn. Inflicts damage to all enemies within a hole that consumes souls and recovers by 50% of the inflicted damage. Absorbs the enemy attack bar. 15% with a 25% chance for each attack. decent. Go away, purchase pack. No more grid scrolls. Thought I got an Nat 5 for a second though. That would have been pretty sweet. But a Nat 4, I'll take it. Need to power up a bunch of those anyhow. So Rainbow Mom. So that means I can. These are max, so that means I can take 4 stars and turn them into 5 stars with these. No, 3. No, I can take 3. No, because I can level these up with 3-star monsters, then turn them into. Okay, that's what's going on. I'm telling you, this looks like a fucking Undine. Hell. Ooh. A light monster. Ooh. Lord Hanuman has sent me a friend request. I will accept your friend request, sir. Thank you. Damn, this energy's filling up fast. Gotta get this shit used. Okay, I need to check the event. Show me lucky clovers. Number of clovers, number of clovers. Clear the Kairos dungeon 15 times. Clear the scenario 10 times. Eight. So I need 7 more dungeon clears and 7 more of the other things. No, give me this. It's a waste. So We should probably look more into the job thing, too. Final Fantasy.
As far as what you want to pick.
Yeah, like figure that out more.
Well, are you what of three basics would you want to go with, healer?
Well, first off, can you change your primary class ever?
Yes.
So, like, you said you wish you would have went with something other than the thing that only led to monk, so you could still?
Yes.
So what's stopping you, and what happens if you did? Then you couldn't be your monk class?
No, it would just like I was saying, the only hang up is um, leveling. Like, if you're playing the main story quest, um, you can only go through that once, and that's where you get the bulk of your experience. So, whatever you choose to start playing through the main story quest from the beginning, you're that should be, what you would normally play with in the game, just because, that's what you're going to gain the fast experience with at that time. Having the only being able to use that main story quest experience once.
So, like, I'm gonna outlevel you if you start a job with me.
Yes, if you're doing the main story quests, which you should, because like I said, that's where you get the bulk of your experience. But it only, I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. I would think in theory you'd be able to level different jobs or classes simultaneously throughout the main story quest, but you'd have to, that would be a balancing act in order to, keep switching between different classes, because the main story quests are based on your level. So, like, say you're at level 5 and you want to have 2 or 3 different characters that you're trying to simultaneously get that, level and get that main story quest experience from. You have to make sure you maintain that same level for each one, or it would be a balancing act depending on how you wanted to do that. Like, that's but really, I would think the most efficient way is, like, because you really want to get a character, at least one functional character, up to high level as fast as possible, so you that have that ability to do that. You have the access to the higher level dungeons, higher level gear and items that you get from dungeons, and all the other perks of having a higher level character. So, like I said, you could split it up and think of it in the broader picture. It would just take you a lot longer to do it that way, and you know, it's an idea. But I would say, I don't know. I don't think it was wrong, even though I didn't understand that concept when I started the game. I really went into it pretty blind. Um, I don't think it was a bad idea to just, like, stick with that one thing until I hit max level. Just because there's so many other elements of the game I'm trying to learn. I don't want to have to learn different rotations for all these different classes and abilities. And
But hypothetically, like, say, I could level 2 classes and just take all of the story XP on the one that I'm not leveling directly with you and just keep myself at a same level as you.
yeah, we could both start a new class together.
But I mean, like, I could offset by dumping the story quest through a different class or job inside of that same character. In the way you were talking about, just jumping between jobs and classes, you'd have to have a balancing act.
Yeah,
What would be
so you
required
could you
to
could basically you could be like, this is the job that I want to, almost as if this is the character that I want that you and I will play together. It'll be, this is the job that you and I will do together. And then your main job will be the one that you focus your main story quest experience on.
and how would that work? Like the story quest experience it only happens once. So like if I'm playing through, I would have to avoid the story quests on the ones that we're playing with, and then level up the other one in my spare time and do the story quests on that in my spare time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn, not quite as
But I
easy.
mean, there's multiple ways of getting experience in the game. So, um, obviously people do it all the time where they've already played through the main story quests. They want to play, a non-expansion character, so they're going to start from 0 or level 1, and they have to find different ways to gain experience without having access to the main story quest experience.
So like, what do they do?
Side quests. So, I luckily I think I did some in the beginning, not knowing, but I pretty soon I found out when I started that you want to save that so that you have that available for other jobs when you need quest experience or any kind of experience,
Oh,
that's
so there's
available.
no like there's only one set of times you get to go through any given quest in the game, even if you're going
Yes.
through on a different job from level 0.
Yeah, on that character you can only do any quest one time.
So why would you go for a different job instead of just starting a whole new character?
Um, I don't know. I guess it for the for that part of it, that makes sense. I mean, for the main story quest experience and
And all the
whatever
other
other.
like, because by the time you're in your third job, there's no quests left.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it that I'm not like explaining very well, that I because I haven't personally tried to level up another combat quest. Like there's multiple ways, like I said, to get experience. You have a hunting log, so you go through and you have to kill like 3 of a certain enemy in a certain area. You get experience for that, so you can go through and clear that and get a bunch of experience. There's, like I said, there's multiple ways of getting experience without quests at all.
Hmm.
There's also something called fates, which is like a pop up instance kind of thing. Instead of like anybody can just walk up to you and join it.
Hmm. So I mean, I wonder what the benefit is in having multiple jobs.
I think it doesn't seem to me that you know people in this game focus on much more than 2 or 3 jobs, at least from what I've experienced so far. If that, like, most people, because of the end game gear system, it seems, and a lot of other factors. It gets kind of grindy at the end, and um, like most games do, really. I mean, that's all once you hit max level, what else are you gonna do but try to
Right.
grind out whatever items or currency. I mean, there's like fucking 50 different kinds of currency in this game. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it seems like most people have that main character that they stick with, and maybe 1 or 2 side things. Because there's so much. I mean, there's so much other shit that you can do in the game, and I mean, it's. I guess the utility of having the other classes could be looked at as being able to use a different job to experience that content that you would be wasted on a level 70 character. You know what I mean? Like there's all these side quests and all these different factions that you can do quests for, and um, all kinds of shit that if you were a high level, you might not gain any experience for it. So it's kind of like, okay, you get to experience this, and you also get to gain experience as a character or as in another job. I always I hate to do that, but that's what I keep doing because I'm not used to that system. But
I am down to 29 minutes. So that sounds pretty accurate. I think it'll actually be roughly 29 minutes. Cuz I feel like it's been like almost a half hour since we were saying it was an hour maybe. Maybe not.
I don't know. Seems like that could be accurate. I see your initial starting.
Wait, you cut out what now?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull up that website I was looking at earlier that had the job layout. Okay, so I would say your initial starting class, your primary class, should be something that you could solo with, so that you can do that MSQ as they call it, main story quests, as you know, solo if you want to. Like you have that option, so you can whatever you want. You can grind out those main story quests and have a high level character in a fast period of time. Because it really didn't take me that long comparatively to get my monk up to max level. So
Right.
comparatively to other games.
Especially since it's, I'll be streaming it, so it'll be like solid 6 hours at a time. I'll be playing through it.
Yeah. So you can that wouldn't be dependent on anyone else. I mean, the only group play I've done in this game is through matched instances. So I haven't had to really seek out and reach out to get help to get an objective done.
Right on.
So that's kind of nice in that fact of being able to just hop on it and be productive. Um, so I would suggest, in that respect, you would probably want to go DPS, obviously, to make your experience a little faster.
So what's the
Um,
one? What's the initial class that has? Didn't it start at DPS and it can become a scholar?
yes, Arcanist.
So what else does an arcanist have?
An Arcanist can be a summoner, which is a ranged magic DPS, or a scholar, which is a healer.
What is it? Earlier, it's just the.
It's pretty much ranged DPS, magic DPS, I believe, just as an Arcanist itself, up to level 30.
And like, what is a scholar in terms of healing? Like, is it a viable endgame healer? Like that might be something you have to Google.
Um, that I don't know what the consensus would be on it, but
I mean, I'm sure Google will say something very obvious.
yeah.
Because
Let's
like
see
if it's
what
because it
Google's.
because if it can be, that sounds like a reasonable. Because I like playing mage classes in games. So
All right, now I gotta try to find a post that's fairly recent. This one's from June. That's not super recent, but
yeah,
it's
if it's this year,
up
that's good
to
enough.
yeah, it's as of Stormblood, so I don't think things have changed too much. Uh, Scholar. I'm gonna read through. It's quite a summary this guy has of an opinion on the matter. Okay. Pre-Stormblood, Scholar was the healer god. Superior damage efficiency, superior healing efficiency, superior mitigation, superior mana MP economy. What more can you ask for? So what happened? While Scholar got a several, okay, typo. Smaller got several small nerfs here and there. They all certainly add up. On top of that, I feel that the sweeping changes to all healers in Stormblood negatively impacted Scholar the most. The culling of damage abilities is going to hurt the class that had the most efficient dot damage. The change to Cleric stance hurts the that's must be specific skill. I don't want to go too far into that. Loss of mitigation skills hurts the class and had the strongest mitigation skill.
That doesn't sound that good.
Okay, so really, like, they're being pretty, like, overly critical in a sense, just for the sake of, you know, being complete, I guess. They don't seem to be, like, favoring anything. They're just saying, you know, this is what everybody says. But at the end, the seems to be that they say that it's still a pretty strong contender to be up at the top. And it has good deeps for a healer, which is always a welcome thing.
Right? That's the only kind of healers I've had from playing. Clerics and Ion have good, like for a healer, good DPS. But especially the Terra Priests, they had a lot of fighting capabilities.
So, do you remember me explaining how the job works, or how you become the job from your primary class?
I mean, I remember you saying that takes place, but I don't remember a how about it. No.
Okay, so there's a stone that you have to equip that's specific to that job. So, if you were an Arcanist, you would eventually be able at level 30 to pick up a Summoner Stone and a Scholar Stone. So that would be equipping that set, which is another nice thing that they have built into Final Fantasy is gear set presets. So it'll save your class or the job that you currently are is based upon your the gear that you currently have equipped. So you don't go into a drop down and be like, this is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna go to this job. Like you have to equip that gear set for it to be like, oh, you're this job.
Right.
Moreover, it's based on the weapon that you have equipped. But in the case of jobs that you pick up after based on your primary class, you would also have to have your primary class weapon. I don't think ever changes. So if you're an Arcanist, you're going to use the same weapon for Scholar as you do for Summoner, I would imagine. The thing that's going to dictate what job you are is going to be that stone.
I see.
So it's more like the weapon dictates your primary class, and then the stone dictates the job.
So, walk me through the other trees. So, this one, it starts at a what? What's the initial class?
Arcanist.
Okay, so an Arcanist can either become a Summoner or a Scholar.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next one down? Or whatever.
What other primary classes?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go through in the same way, just so I can get an idea.
Okay, so DPS is next DPS class is going to be your Rogue. The job for that is Ninja. Another DPS class is Thaumaturge.
Okay, so that's it. It can only Rogue can only be a ninja.
Yeah, Arcanist is the only one I see here that can be more than one thing, more than one job.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I thought it was different, but I guess I didn't look at it like this.
Well, like, how is it at the most recent expansion?
All the expansion jobs that you can pick up are not have no primary class requirement.
Oh,
They
so
just
like
require
everybody
they
can be them.
yeah, you can just they just require that you own the expansion and you're at that level to access that content.
So if I'll be able to do any of the new expansion jobs on my scholar. I'll just pick up a different stone or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's so in the game they have guilds for each job.
Uh huh.
So you would just go to that guild or that, NPC that is, in control of that job. Like the expansion ones, I don't know if there's a guild specifically or not for those. A lot of times it's just like a dude in a town. So you might have to do like a little Googling to be like, okay, I want to be a Dark Knight now. Who's the guy I talk to? And
Right.
then you just talk to that guy, and he gives you a weapon, and you know the ability that is your ability to become that class, the weapon, and picking up the quest or whatever.
So yeah, this is really the only viable option then, because like if I'm gonna have like a support class for when we play together, and then a solo DPS class, it's a job. Like this is the only one I can switch back and forth jobs, right? So
Yeah, but the hang up there is going to be that you can't pick up your job as a summoner or a scholar until you hit level 30 as an arcanist.
right, and
So if we wanted to have two characters that we played together, we would have to pick like a totally new primary class.
what do you mean? Why? I don't understand the correlation.
Um, I'm just thinking if I were to pick a new primary class, I would start out at level 1, and if that's going to be
Wait,
I'm
isn't that
trying to,
is that what you wanted to do anyways? Like, because the benefit of making another job on one character doesn't seem as good as I originally thought it was. It made it seem like it replaced needing to have alts, but being able to level an alt with the story quest and stuff seems beneficial. And then wouldn't you then get like more bank space and stuff?
um yeah, I guess so. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what the consensus is on that from somebody that has more insight than I do.
Well, I mean, but like still, it's like coming down to your personal choice. Like, do you want to start a new primary class?
Um, yeah, I'd be down.
Like, what one goes well with a
Okay.
scholar? Like, what's the
Uh,
tank? Actually, no,
um,
no. Let's just hold on all this. We were gonna go through all of them, so I can just kind of understand what the choices are. So, like, rogue ninja, and then what's next?
thaumaturge,
A whoa,
ranged
whoa,
magic,
a what?
a thaumaturge,
Spell that.
Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge. I just wanted to make sure I was getting all the consonants right
Yeah,
in my head.
it is a strange word. Um, Fire mage, basically, I would think is kind of what that is, or something like that. But anyway, that's ranged magic DPS. And then the job for that is called Black Mage.
Oh, okay, epic. So, like, yeah, that's gonna be like a super epic DPS mage. Like,
Um,
it's gonna out DPS the summoner
I've
for
heard a
single
lot of people
target.
talking about the Bard job being really good, and that comes from the primary class of Archer, and that is obviously what it sounds like. Um,
And so are bards. I guess you're just
Yeah.
an archer with some extra skills.
Yeah. Then you have Lancer, um, which the job for that is Dragoon. That's a pretty similar to a monk in the fact that it's a melee DPS type thing. Sure, different buffs and debuffs. Then you have Pugilist, Monk, which is what I have. Um, then for healer, the only one that starts as a healer is the Conjurer, which becomes the White Mage, like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Um,
And these are all single. There's no side job for any of these.
no,
Just my class that if I choose that.
right. And then you have the two primary tank classes, Marauder, which becomes Warrior, and Gladiator, which becomes Paladin.
What's the difference between a paladin and a warrior?
In a Warrior. Um, General information on the Final Fantasy XIV wiki says Warrior armed with a great axe projects a savage and intimidating presence on the battlefield. Warrior is one of the tanking jobs of A Realm Reborn. Obviously, warriors have all the abilities and traits of marauders. The most important stat for the warrior is vitality, which increases HP. The level of your warrior is equivalent to that of your marauder. Makes sense. So it kind of makes it seem like, kind of looking at the skills here. It seems like a very much a life-based tank. You're basing your tankiness off the fact that you have a lot of health. Paladin, guessing that's gonna be more of like buffs and stuff. Let's see. Most important stat is HP. Okay, that makes sense, but let's see some of the skills, traits. Yeah, damage reduction. Um, yeah, Paladin seems to be a little more DPS based for a tank.
But like, can they main tank?
You have to consult Google on that.
Because like, alone, a healer and a tank are not really fun classes to play. But if you're playing with two people and you have the healer and the tank, then you're kind of unstoppable.
Right.
So like, one of us should choose one or the other, and vice versa potentially. Especially if a paladin can main tank, I would say paladin all the way.
My only hesitation on taking would be not being knowledgeable of all the dungeons. There's so many fucking dungeons,
Yeah, but we'll
and
just
a
like
lot of them.
die and learn. Like that's the whole fun of doing dungeons.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that, but I'm just saying that would be my only reservation, and it wouldn't stop me from doing it.
Hey Paradox, what's going on? Welcome. Juggling game concepts, grinding out some stuff here on Garden. I mean, Summoner's War, trying to get the clovers for the day. Hello, another new viewer. Welcome. Damn. 13. I did 5 and I got 1 4-star. Lich. And I think I got what leads to an Undine. What could you tell me what leads to an Undine? Do you know that by chance? Because I think I might have got a 3-star version of it.
Just gonna put it out quick. It
Oh, you cut out.
looks like Paladin.
You're cutting out
Okay.
still. Looks like what?
I said it looks like a Paladin is the way to go currently for a tank.
Oh, really? Like even over a warrior?
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about being a paladin? And I'll heal you.
I'm totally fine with that, and I was gonna say the reason that probably is, at least based on what I've seen in guild chat, is you really got to have some DPS, like everybody, in order to do these end game raids and shit. Everybody's got to put a little something in, and whether it's some decent
Oh, damn
DPS
it.
or buffs, debuffs, that kind
RNG
of
got
thing.
me. Son of a bitch. This was working just fine. I don't know why. Oh, no. That's awful, dude. Wasted money. I'm lucky that I got anything good when I spent 30. That's when I pulled this Samath. Water Fairy King, I believe. Yes. It's pretty epic in PvP. The res kill thing is just fantastic. I was even able to take out a team with a level 40 6-star Samath with this Samath. He did his like death res thing and killed me with it, and I still had my res left and died and came back and killed him with my thing. It's awesome. Theomars, what type of monster is that?
Theo is
Oh, whoa, I hear audio. Hold on. Very quiet, whoever is talking.
oh,
Welcome. Oh, it's Malk. Hey, Malk.
you have me muted.
Hold on, I'm turning you up all the way first, real quick. There, okay, now you're all the way up. Can you maybe do something on your end to get a little louder, perhaps? Actually, you're actually more loud than I anticipated. What did you say, though?
Theomaris is the water Ifrit.
The water Ifrit?
You get that through guild battles.
So, what leads to an Undine? I think I got something that looks like an Undine.
I was logging on to tell you.
Oh, right on.
You get the water bear man.
No, I
The
mean,
water-
like, what monster is an Undine?
Oh, she is a Undine. That's the type of monster.
No, I mean, like, it starts as something and then you, like, awaken it, right?
No. Undine is the type of monster.
Oh. So it's a water Undine. Then I didn't
water
get that.
Undine has a name.
Okay, yeah, then I did not get that at all. I got something that just resembles the icon in the
mermaid?
picture. Huh?
A mermaid?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll just go back real quick.
I thought you were asking what fuses into her.
No. Where is it at? It just looked like what I thought Undine looks like, but I probably don't even know that. Oh, this thing.
Hold on.
High elemental. Water high elemental.
Oh, like does kind of look like her. In its own weird way.
Let's see, and then I got a lich. How good's that? Anything?
Which lich? Hold on.
Alright, well, there it is.
You're on my other monitor, which is blocked by my other monitor, so I'm trying to. Okay.
Fire.
Oh, a lich? A fire lich. Those are pretty decent. They have their uses.
Yeah, so I got a 4-star Fire Lich from one of
What
my
does he get
scrolls.
for awakening?
Huh?
What does he get for awakening?
Uh, leadership skill of increases the critical rate of ally monsters in the arena by 24%. Greatly increase basic stats and becomes a special monster.
Okay.
Hate Lich in PvP? Well, that's good. I wonder how well he'll pair up with Samath and a buffer and a healer.
I'm looking at my fire one real quick to check out the moves. So he has a passive. He gains a turn with a 15% chance whenever an enemy's turn ends. So if they are going and then their turn ends, then he gets to go. If this effect activates, your attack power and critical rate is increased for 1 turn. Automatic effect. Then he has an AoE, inflicts damage, recovers 50% of the inflicted damage, absorbs the enemy's attack bar by 15% with a 25% chance with each attack. It doesn't say how many attacks he does with that thing, but I'm assuming it's like 3 to 4.
Right
And
on.
then his auto attack hits 2 to 3 times. Each attack has a 40% chance to decrease the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns. I'm gonna look him up to see how many attacks. From what I understand, he's a decent monster for Necro. If you don't have anything else, just want to check and see how many attacks he gets. It is 3. So his first attack is 2 to 3 times, and his second is 3 attacks. So he'll be decent for the start of a Lich team.
Nice.
For your Necro, please. And I'm not expecting you to do like really far into Necro anyway. The Lich that you are talking about, Paradox, I think is the Wind Lich. I gotta stop turning on my phone, because it kills Summoner's War whenever I do that.
When you do what on your phone?
I keep turning my phone on to play Summoner's War on accident, and I've got it hooked up through the app,
Oh, yeah.
and it keeps killing the game.
Oh, yeah. I hate that it interrupts it. It seems silly that it has to do that, though. I don't get it. I'm gonna lose again. Damn it. Guess I have to not level all these monsters. I gotta put another usable one. Let's redo this whole situation.
Oh, you're doing hell. Are you trying to get runes from there?
Nah, just kind of like pretty much just challenge myself when I'm doing the challenges. Like I need to do the 7.
Because if you do hell mode on the wind one or the water one, and you do the 2 slot and get speed runes for the swift set, that's what I was trying to get you to do before.
Right.
That's gonna benefit you a shit ton. It'll get you really far into the game. A 5-star speed rune is only 3 speed less at max than a 6-star one.
I was just getting the clover thing done.
Oh, I understand. I was just letting you know, the best thing to do if you're gonna. It's the same energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, it's actually less energy. You're doing a 6 energy one. Just trying to help.
But I mean, that doesn't get me the clovers done for the day. I wanted to get that out of the way, right? Before
Okay.
moving forward.
What do you mean faster?
Huh?
What are you talking about, the clover?
The clovers, you have to kill bosses. It says you have to clear the scenario, and I asked you if...
Any scenarios. It's any dungeon. You can do path on normal and do that over and over and over again. So Faemon first stage over and over again.
How? I'm clearing
Good
other
night,
things and it's not counting. What do you mean? Just
good
any...
night, Paradox.
Oh, yep, thanks for stopping by. Take it easy.
Oh, so what were you saying? So
Because,
what it says is,
Because I've cleared things that weren't bosses. Like, I was doing a bunch of Giants runs. Whoops, I didn't mean to go in here. And that didn't count for it.
that's giant.
So any scenario just means
Okay,
any level.
So no, that's not. Okay, scenario are anywhere between Garen Forest and Chakra Ruins up at the top.
Right, the normal levels.
And Curious Dungeon is Curious Dungeon. That's where you do giants. That's another part of the Clover quest.
So I could
You have to do
literally
that 15
just
times.
do level 2 on Hell right now, and it would complete the thing for the clovers.
Yes.
All right, because I had asked earlier about it, and if it were bosses, and you said yeah, but like I thought that you meant that they were like was a confirmation bias, me confirming what I thought was true, which is that it was only bosses.
I must have not got what you're
Because
saying.
like if you Google what a scenario is in this game, it describes like the level name, like the scenario of the Garen Forest or the scenario of the other one. So I thought like, oh, you have to beat all 7 of them, but you wouldn't have to do that if the boss is already unlocked. You just kill the boss. So then I asked if it were bosses, and you're like, yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Paradox, for the double confirmation here. If you're still here, that is. Welcome, other viewers.
Oh,
What's up?
Summoner's War just closed on me. Oh, I must have gotten like a text or something. Just minimized.
Let me check where I'm at in this stuff.
I gotta log into all my other devices.
One more. I always forget to do this. I always get it, but I almost always forget that it's here. You're still here, Chris?
What was that?
I was wondering if you were still here.
Yeah.
I just finished.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Finally.
so I guess our question, really of what what you should pick is totally up to you as far as, if you want to go with a healer, all the way. As far as your main story quest character, you can start with the Conjurer. If you want to, us to work together, on a different primary class, Arcanist for that might not be a bad way to go because you get a little more DPS, I'm sure, than you're going to get with just a Conjurer. And, so when we're at sub 30, before you get the chance to pick Scholar or Summoner, or both, whatever.
Right.
That way, that will make it a little bit smoother because I'm not going to be putting out a ton of DPS to the tank class. Couple of things that will augment DPS is you get a Chocobo as like a fighting companion, so that helps, as solo, or when you're just randomly killing mobs. You can't use it. You can use it in fates, like I said, which are like the kind of the pop-up instances, but you can't use them in dungeons. So that helps a little bit with DPS. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that there are other requirements to get the job once you hit 30 in that primary class. For me to get Monk, I had to also be level 15 in Lancer, which is another primary class.
What? That's weird.
I had to be 30 Pugilist and a 15 Lancer to get the Monk Stone. But then after that, you're just leveling your Pugilist, your Monk.
That's very strange. And that's on one character, so you have multiple primary classes.
Yep.
God, it's so weird compared to a normal MMO.
I know. I mean, you can literally do anything on one character.
Kind of like Arcade.
I don't know if I don't know if I've heard of that one.
It went to garbage, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, don't try to hear that one.
Just erase that from my mind.
It's just they had a really cool class system. They were money hungry and they didn't know how to manage the in-game economy. Or they tried, air quotes, to manage it themselves rather than letting the people do it.
Yeah, I'm not, I would still
You cut out?
Oh, sorry about
You're
I would definitely consider myself
Ooh.
a noob still in the MMO world as far as my understanding of, the intricacies of how these games work. But I've had a few years playing different games now. I'm just way behind the curve. If I would have started playing WoW in like 04, then would have been probably in a better spot.
Don't worry, I'm old.
I had to talk him into getting a Windows PC because he had a Mac for a long time, and I was like, but you have to get it to play games.
It was a slow evolution.
And then once he tipped over this pendulum, he raced past me. He's like, oh, I gotta buy this. Oh, now I gotta get this graphics card upgrade. Oh, I gotta get this other graphics card upgrade. Oh, this wasn't good enough either. I need to get this other thing. It's like, well, awesome. Sparked a fire.
It started with me trying to play Terra on a virtual machine on my Mac.
It was
That I had
garbage.
for work. And
I forgot that's where it all began. I remember the screenshots. Oh my god.
Well, the whole thing that spurred me to be like, fuck it, I gotta build a computer is the fact that it wouldn't let me play the game on a virtual machine. Remember it worked, and then there was some kind of update to Terra, to spite me.
Oh, I don't remember that happening. I just remember it being
I remember that being the case.
I remember it being impossible to play.
Yeah, it was shitty, but it worked. And then at some point it was like, you're on a virtual machine. Bah.
Battle Scorpion.
So, that's what prompted me to build the first, kind of cheap budget PC with a 3-core processor and a shitty graphics card, 8 gigs of RAM.
Oh, speaking of building computers, I gotta build one soon.
Oh, for whom?
Fred.
Nice.
They're going to get a gaming machine, and I get the pleasure of.
What's your budget?
I don't have that yet.
Ah. That's the funnest part. Like once you know your
I,
limits, you're like, oh, now I gotta build it.
yeah,
So
I
many
feel
choices.
like if I would have had the access to what you could get with $500-600 today, then I would have been better off. Like they've definitely made the more affordable end pretty competitive. You know, it seems like it just with in the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, this PC gaming boom, you know, is kind of forcing these hardware companies to be a little more, you know, competitive in the budget market.
It's mainly the type of technologies that are coming forth. So, you've heard of Kodak, right?
Oh, most certainly.
Okay, so Kodak came out with the first digital devices prior to anybody else. However, they were one of the last ones to release the information. Um, and actually get on board with it because they were making a killing at it with their stations, all their film stations and stuff. However, if they would have just converted, they probably would be one of the best companies. However, they went bankrupt because they decided to milk the money out of people with the and withhold the technology. I think people have learned from that.
For some reason, I remember hearing about that story, and like I don't know if it was Fuji, like kind of leapfrogged them because of that fact. Like they were it took them longer to get the technology, but they were making it like more free and available, and you know, kind of like marketing or profiting off of the fact that they were a little more open.
And they were also the first people to get it, probably. Or the closest to first.
I could totally be talking out my ass, but I feel like I saw like
You feel like you saw what?
I feel like I saw a documentary. Totally, if I'm wrong.
I mean, I found out by watching something that was talking. It was basically going over all of the companies that effed up by doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what, like, you know, the negative impacts of greed.
Well, we have this product that's making us money, but we could make it better. Or we could just keep making money off of what we got here.
Yeah.
And,
Afraid to
and
take a
not
chance.
and not spend. And then they're like, well, okay, we won't spend, we'll keep making the money. Ah, yeah, raking the money. Wait, what? Another company figured it out. The fuck? And there you go. Down goes the internet companies. I mean, it's not like I'm going to try to do that.
OBS is being
Today
a
I learned
pain.
more about the inner workings of the internet than most people know. That's good. Luckily, I took physics, and that was brought up today. Lots of math and physics.
When was that brought up?
Today while I was talking to the tech.
Oh, nice.
It probably was really nice that, you know, somebody who's smart and savvy in the technical world going to somebody's house was able to use all those words and have an actual intelligent conversation. More often than not, people don't know what the crap people are talking about. That rune is amazing.
How do you, if in OBS, if I do a window capture, there's like it's not filling the whole area inside the red outline. How do I change the scaling
You
inside
hold
the red?
Alt.
Huh?
Hold Alt. It'll change the color of the box. It'll crop the picture though.
Right.
But it will it'll fit it in whatever you're trying to fit it in.
Fantastic. I'm so glad I asked. That's exactly what I needed. And now I should just be able to click it and make it scale. Oh, how perfect.
I'm watching. I'm like, what is he doing?
It's happening. It's happening. I'm actually
I see.
figuring it out. Hold on.
You got Little Summoners War over there, and now you're getting your other game going.
Yep. Except now the overlay order is wrong. Hold on.
Don't worry, you have smoke.
Moment of truth. We get to see. Oh,
Aha, yes. Moment of truth indeed. Alright. I think this is how I decided was going to go earlier. It looks reasonable. Oh, somebody's talking in chat. That I don't have up back yet. Oh, hey Moki. Perfect person to stop by. You were the one who I was talking to about Final Fantasy XIV, right?
About what?
yeah, you cut out.
Oh, about Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, awesome.
I'm pretty sure it was Moki. Didn't I just say his name earlier to you when we were talking off stream? Yep, yeah, totally it was him. So yeah, I mentioned this guy earlier. Or person. Yep, just finally got it. Wait, hold on. What happened to this? Wait. Something happened. It wasn't showing the right thing on the stream for some reason. Alright, so yeah, now I can just come down here and do stuff like start a summon, and then come up here and go through whatever this stuff is, which I need to go turn down the graphics.
Yeah, I would start at the bottom and work your way up if at all possible. Or just throw it in like medium.
I also need to turn the music down slightly. Oh, does it have a detect thing where it's like use, or does it just do that automatically?
Thought it did. It may.
Standard for a laptop settings seems like they should be low enough, right? Just gonna try this and see how awful, because this game or this computer is not prepared to play games yet. But I'm hoping I can get through, like, you know, at least character creations and stuff. All right, what's all this other crap? Mouse settings.
Just need a video card, right?
Yeah, I have video cards. It's just I need to like get them all sorted out, figure out which ones are working, and I have like enough parts to get another computer together, and I want to get that one working. For whatever reason, I'll explain later perhaps. But so I'm thinking about getting someone to come up and help. Someone, you know, not naming any names, who's in the chat, to come up and help sort out the computer situation.
Hope it's not me.
No, you got a little bit longer of a drive.
That's far.
You'd have a hike.
I mean.
Oh, sweet, you can just use a gamepad. That's useful. Man.
And even other said person, from what I'm aware of.
Wait, I think you cut out other said person from what you're aware of.
Other said person, I'm aware.
You're cutting out again.
I think it's my headset doing that. Where like my, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. other said person, from what I'm aware of, has about a 2-hour drive, so that's a hike in itself.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, completely hypothetically.
Uh-huh. I'm on board on this conversation.
All right. This
I have
actually
great understanding.
this actually doesn't look as awful as I imagined it looking on screen. It's off center though, so I gotta fucking do that. That's something I need to adjust.
Jeff Evers face cam at summer.
Wait, what? What now?
It's a joke.
I
I said
didn't.
Death Evers face cam is Summoner's War.
Yeah, that's exactly what I look like. A summoner's war. Yeah, I don't think I accounted for this. It was supposed to be. It's just overlapping there, so yeah, it's supposed to be off center. That's what I had decided. Because there isn't many good options to jam a 1080p frame into this
You
shape.
can make it smaller.
But then it's shorter, and that's just more compromised than I want. I'm choosing the lesser of two evils. Because I deliberately was cutting off stuff on the left. I'm just going to move the UI over, because he said I can move any UI anywhere in the game. Alright, so what happens when I just click start?
Internet's back.
Whoa, this is a lot of information.
No need to what? It seems to be at full speed, so no.
Cool. What am I doing here?
Um,
Cancels
no.
out
Whoa,
all
whoa,
low
whoa, not
frequency.
that.
Are you still in the configuration?
No, like, I clicked start, and it wants, like, this is what's up.
Oh, now I'm seeing it. There's a delay, obviously.
I moved it over so you could see what was relevant,
Oh,
but it's not.
you're picking a server. Prime in the American Data Center, Primal, Famfrit.
Good luck. I'm out for now.
Oh, take it easy. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Later.
Goodbye.
5-star speed rune. Duly noted. Okay, so run that by me again.
In the North American Data Center,
Uh-huh.
under Primal, Famfrit is the server.
FAMFRIT?
Yes.
Wait, it won't let me choose. I think I'm just choosing the first step, primal.
Oh, you got to do that first. Okay.
To connect to the data center of choice, and then I can look through the list and choose. I'm hoping.
Yeah, me too.
Or it's just gonna give me a fucking movie scene.
I remember being able to select specifically at some point, but I don't remember exactly how it worked.
Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the three great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes.
Oh, it takes the sound away when I click off it. That's really annoying.
The astral errors. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent astral era, the northern empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all.
It's always someone who wants dominion over all.
Forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalaran, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination.
I don't know how it looks on your end, but
What? You're
pretty
cutting out.
choppy.
It's smooth on my end.
Like a frame rate on the Twitch stream.
Years have come and gone. The light.
Hopefully that's just the video.
Yeah, I will, Moki, once I get in the
Yourself from the calamity.
options. I figured there was probably an option for it. Is it choppy for you as well, Moki?
The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, we shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity.
Huh.
Amid this
Well.
period of great change,
What's up?
an adventurer arrives.
Okay,
Moki
cool.
says his is not choppy.
Give yourself a refresh. Because it seems pretty smooth on my stream as well. Like, which, you know, this bodes really well for this processor. I can see the clear, non-choppy stream, have it be streamed, and encode the stream. So, like, as soon as I solve the bottleneck of graphics cards, this is going to be amazing. Welcome, new viewers, if you're new. Okay, it's asking for a character creation, but I feel like I haven't chosen the realm yet. Like, what happened? Is that going to happen later after I character create, or am I going to make a character and it's going to be like, nope, you're not on the right thing?
Yeah, I can't answer that.
Do you happen to remember, Moki, where you choose your realm? Like, I chose in the beginning, it let me choose the, what is it called? The, you know, like the area is like North America.
Yeah, he says you create character, then realm.
Okay, cool. That's... Okay, so what the hell is... Oh, these are races. Alright.
I'm a cat guy. I don't remember which one that is. That guy.
Mikote?
Yeah.
Lalafell.
Okay.
That's just a ridiculous name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elazan. they didn't even try to get it different from human and elf. There's like human and elves and like we'll just switch the V with a Z and we'll basically be human. That's funny. Oh, Aura is a race I can't be yet, apparently. Will not let
Yeah,
me
must be
click
an
on it.
expansion thing.
Ooh, grass is choppy. Got about like 9 frame rate. Let's see if I can get some water. Nope. Shadows still pretty choppy. Not awful. I'm not gonna be able to play very well, I don't think, though. Small clothes? That's what they call underwear.
Yeah, it's your undies. Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh. It doesn't what? You cut out.
It's looking a little choppy in the background.
It's not too awful.
Yeah.
So, what are the bonuses to the race? Anything? Just a background story or what?
I haven't found any benefit.
I don't know. Do I be a really big thing or a really small thing? Or do I see a thing that's like a cat or an elf or a human?
Okay, it's different starting attributes.
So, Moki, you're pretty much the resident expert in the channel as far as viewership goes. What's your opinion? What race should I be? Bonuses are minimal. Only thing I really noticed is that it feels different if NPCs have to look up or down on you. So, like, what do you see too much of? Is it everyone huge, everyone tiny, nobody's huge or tiny? I guess
A lot of tiny people, I would say.
there's a lot of tiny people.
The little, like, yeah, that little race, the Lalafell.
So there's not many Rogadan.
I don't know, it's definitely a mix, but I see a lot of the little people. Maybe they just stick out more.
He says you rarely see the short ones on EU.
I guess that's possible, though, that maybe it's, like, more of a North American trend.
So what would you choose if you were making a character right now, Moki? For me, if you were creating my character.
Probably Elf. Elozin.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Moki.
Oh, sorry.
Polluting the well. Don't listen to his opinion. You pick whatever you want. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll check your answer in a second. Alright, well, I guess I should figure it out then.
You cut out in the beginning there.
Said, well, I guess I should figure it out then.
Figure it out, man.
What kind of endgame gear does the cloth, I mean, is it a cloth wearer, the summoner, or the scholar?
Yes, any healer I would imagine is cloth wear.
Each race has a sub-race? How does that work?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't
Oh no.
know if that really has much bearing on anything. But you do get different starting attributes for different races. Oh yeah, it does have some bearing, I guess, on the attributes. Your sub race. Okay, so if you pick the elf, and you're gonna go. Okay, so this is gonna be. I guess it doesn't really matter. What is your starting class gonna end up being? The Arcanist?
Yeah.
Because I think that would work well with me being a tank.
Well, yeah, that's definitely the class I'm choosing, but like, what the question was what
Oh,
gear?
which yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm just thinking though, like about the whole main story quest experience thing.
Well, yeah, but that was before you told me that it starts at 30. Like, we're just gonna level the two together or whatever. Because, like, originally I thought you weren't gonna have story quest experience because you were gonna be leveling a job on your character that you already have. But you aren't. You're starting a whole new one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant to do that just because it's so convenient to have everything on one character.
But you won't be able to be a tank though, because or you'd have to start
Yeah,
your
I just
whole
have to change class. It'd
right.
just be like a
What?
question of whether or not we need to do the main story quest together.
Well, we wouldn't need to, but we could if you started
We
over.
could, yeah. Like,
Do you get
should we?
Moki? Do you know the answer to this? Do you get like if he starts another character, does he get more bank space or bag space or like?
Well, I guess you would, because essentially you would have 2 additional retainers.
But you still don't know the answer to that question. Like, what kind of gear does the race wear? Ku? Or not race, but but the that class. Scholars and
Sure.
summoners, are they
Let
cloth?
me look real quick.
You can only send stuff to friends, so you can't send stuff to yourself.
You can't send stuff between characters.
Sounds like what they're saying, yeah.
Well, like I said, the main story quest experience can still be a benefit in the fact that could, when you and I aren't playing together, you can, choose, whatever job is going to be your main story quest job.
And what, the main story quests don't start till level 30?
Yeah, I mean, I would think there's. I guess I'd have to maybe look up a guide or something like on leveling a side character to tell me how you would go about leveling efficiently without using the main story quest. Like, it does start in the beginning, but pretty soon after that you can start doing, whatever you want. Side quests, other shit.
I don't know,
Leather,
it just
like
seems
for
less.
thaumaturge.
What?
Looks like leather for thaumaturge.
It just seems like it would be less effort to have you start a new one. That way we could just play through all the story quests or whatever and not have to segregate it all.
Yeah, it looks like cloth for sure. For Arcanus. Okay, so I would go with the dusk white for your yeah, because that's gonna give you more magic attributes to start with.
Wait, so Wildwood is 22 and this is 23 in. More mine. Same vitality. So like if you were being a ranger or something, you'd want to go Wildwood. If you want to go anything else, go Dusk White.
Yeah, I would imagine Ranger is dexterity heavy. I think really it's strength heavy on most stuff for, you know, physical and intelligence for magic.
Alright. Let's see. What skin color?
But I was thinking too, it would be good for us, I think, to level together without the main story quests, just to experience that aspect of it, because you're always gonna, you know, have to go down that path if you finish your main story quest on that character and you want to start a different job. Like,
right,
you know, you're always gonna have that hurdle. Like, okay, I'm at 1. What do I do to gain experience as fast as possible without main story quests? And I'm thinking there's got to be like more perks to me staying on this character than I'm thinking. Like there's so many. Like, you know, all my money is on this character. All my items. You know, I'm leveling my crafting and gathering, and like, you know, I got both my main gathering skills at max at 70. So like, if you were like, hey, I gotta craft this or I need this fucking item, I can be like, oh, boom, I'll go grab that for you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because if I can't trade, you know, between my characters, then
Yeah, that's pretty detrimental.
Yeah, for sure. Like I could craft. I haven't leveled, the crafts, the gear crafting yet, but that's what I'm working on. I leveled gathering first because that's what everybody says to do, and it makes sense. So that way you can gather all the materials you need to craft shit yourself, so you don't have to spend money on materials. And so that's where I'm at. I just kind of finished. I just was at yesterday. Got hit max on my botanist or my miner. So miner and botanist, I got to 70, so I can get cloth and wood and ore and whatever
So many different
ingredients.
choices.
It's the other thing about this game. There's so many items for crafting. Like that's so many. I'd find it hard to believe it's like near the most of any game, but probably up there. Definitely out of the games I've played. But there's been games I've played that I haven't crafted, really, so.
The choices, the choices. Again, probably gonna be it. Ah, green.
Oh, I just saw your message, Moki. Yeah, that.
Cross-class abilities.
Yeah.
That sounds like a hey, dumbass, like of course this thing. Because at one point you were like, I'm sure there's a benefit to this that I'm not thinking of. He's like, yeah, like only like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Cross ability classities.
But I'm not, well versed in all these things, so.
Learning.
Right, certainly. Like we're kind of on this journey together because I've got a little bit of a head start, but that's you'd think 1500 hours would account to something, but I guess it doesn't.
That's quite a few hours that you've played.
I'd say you'd have to have 5,000 hours in this game to be like feel like you know something,
Challenge accepted. What hair color should I go with?
I am liking the green.
They look pretty cool, right? But like lighter?
Yeah, like Joker.
Yeah, like Joker green?
Yeah,
Or like forest green.
Joker green. In between.
Well, there is no in between. Is
the one that it's on right now.
Yeah, I was about to say there's like dark green, light green, or Joker green.
Yeah, the one that's like slightly darker than that. Yeah.
All right, now that I've chosen the hair color, let's go back and look at the hairstyles. That's the one I should choose, right? Right here. Hold on. You'll have to wait till it comes up on stream.
The giant pompadour. That's just ridiculous enough to be cool.
Hey, that's actually decent. I like this one's. How am I gonna remember where these things are?
I like that.
So like it's this one or this one maybe. Stay still.
Yeah, I like the smoother one more, the one more in the bottom.
Let's see. One of the other choices. These all suck. The Ringo Starr one. Oh, that one, maybe. Nah. Yeah, I think that's the winner. The one that you said down here. This emo haircut with the eye
Yeah.
cover.
The My Chemical Romance.
Oh, God, it's just like life in whatever this place is called is so hard. Ethereal. Or what is it called? It starts with an E, right?
Eorzea.
Eorzea?
Yeah, well, I imagine it's pronounced more like Eorzea, but it could be Eorzea.
Orzea.
Eorzea.
It's cool the way I have my monitor set up. It's like I can literally come off the top of one monitor onto the TV, and and it lines up pretty dang close with the cursor, so it's not confusing at all. It's awesome.
All right, well, I'm gonna go pick up the gladiator class. Start my trip to being a paladin.
So, like, do you have to level gladiator from 1 to 30, and then you choose a job?
Yes.
So it's like the exact same thing as if you start a new character, except for the fact that you've already done the story quest.
Yes. So for you would just have to pick, like I said, what would you want to play with me on our adventure of alternate experience gaining?
Yeah, I was about to say, I would level my summoner to do the story quests. Essentially.
So then what would you want to pick to play with me? A DPS class?
No, the other job in the same subclass. The scholar.
So you would just level that with me to wait, because no, that wouldn't work either.
I don't understand then. I'm misunderstanding something still.
You're misunderstanding me, man.
Apparently so.
No, so yeah, basically your main story quests are gonna start from, level 1 or whatever. So, if you or I decide to, start from level 1 and level those characters through alternate means, we're not going to be using those main story quests. So, like, if you were to level with me the character that you're going to use main story quests on,
right,
you're going to have to, go back and do the level 1 fucking story quests after, you and I work together, and then you'll be ahead of me. And
yeah, pretty much. But I'll be leveling summoner. Once I start going ahead of you, it won't be in scholar. Right? Because, I'll skip all the story quests all the way up to when we're 30. And then when we're not leveling scholar and paladin, I will go do story quests on the summoner job. And we'll level that job and won't level scholar. Right?
I'm gonna look at the jobs again. Getting myself all confused.
I'm confused. What's the very same?
There's so many variables.
Moki said it's the very same, but I don't remember what we said right when he typed it.
Okay. So the Arcanist can be summoner or a scholar at level 30. And then at that point, see, I'm not even sure if you can be both or if it's just one or the other. I would think both, but maybe it is one or the other.
That seems like a significant thing to know.
Yeah, I don't know that. I would think it would be one, you could be both. But I would think that at that point, see, I don't know, maybe not, because they make it sound like even though you're picking a job, you're still leveling your primary class.
He said
Like
or.
your job is just like, that fucking stone that you get that says that, oh, I, got the special badge that allows me to have more skills than just this regular old primary class.
So I guess Moki, the deciding question is, can you have the second, like, can I also then level summoner if I choose to be a scholar later on? Yeah, but all the other classes are linear. They don't have like a secondary job they can choose. So, is it a permanent choice? Like, if I'm playing Ion and I get to level 10, I gotta choose my split, and that's what I am forever. Once I click the button, I'm screwed. Because, like, especially if what you're saying is true, you keep leveling your primary class or whatever, like, that's going to be tricky. I'll have to avoid the story quest for the entire game until I'm max level, basically, right? Okay, you can choose both right from the beginning, but you can level one at a time. So only the active class gets XP. So we were right about that part. So, but the primary class is still going to level. But like, how significant is that? That's the thing that matters, like a normal level in a normal MMO. So the job level is just something subsequent to the one that matters.
That makes sense.
So like that, I mean, that is pretty much what I'm asking. But like, if we're playing together and my primary class is higher, but like my job class is the same level as his job class, am I gonna be like more strong for the area that we're questing in for the job level? Like if I were to skip all my story quests and then turn back and level them on just my summoner, and it also is going to level my primary class, but then I go back and do quests with him to keep advancing the other. No. Do you understand what that would mean for this, Ku?
I don't know. Like, I think we're trying to figure it out. And hit a problem.
You're cutting out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that time I heard you.
Okay, I think it just fucking like there's some delay when I unmute my mic.
Ah,
It gets all
maybe.
like I don't know. It's probably the headset. Anyway, I think what we should do is ask Moki what he would do in our situation. Like if you had a friend that's just starting to play the game and you had an established character with a max level job, combat job, and max level gathering and like items and stuff, and you want to make use of that, but you also don't have access to those main story quests, so you need to find alternate ways to level with your friend, but your friend also should make use of his main story quests because you should definitely do that within some point in the game. So we're just trying to figure out like how most effectively to do that so that we have character we have okay. So you're going. You take it from here. I think you know what I mean.
See,
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, he's making points that I didn't even know were relevant. You know, some games you can just choose wherever to
Yeah,
start.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it isn't a starting area. He's not starting anything. He's saying he's staying on his main character. So, like, I'll be starting wherever this race starts. I assume.
Yeah, I mean, there's one main city that everybody like comes to. Oh, I see.
The classes are split between three major cities. So,
I see.
so for different classes, we aren't even going to be able to quest that. That seems like an extremely strange way to build a game. For 30 levels, nobody can quest together unless they're the same class. I must be misunderstanding something.
Yeah, is us not starting in the same city going to affect our ability to level together? That would be my question. Because you could always like just manually freaking go to where I'm at if that's what you had to do.
So he's saying it's not 1-to-1. Like there's 3 cities and split up all the classes among them. There's only certain classes in certain cities. So if we didn't choose the same starting city, we aren't going to have any quests to do with each other till we're level 30. Is basically what you're saying. Or I mean, like, couldn't is it like so it's class locked, so you couldn't like leave one city and go to the other city and start questing there from the start, even though you shouldn't?
Okay. Yeah, so I started it. That's why I started.
Okay, you caught up. That's why you have what?
That's why I started it
That's why you started where?
in Ul'dah.
Olda. So what's the others?
Yeah, what are they? I would think.
Can't switch cities.
Oh, your Grand Company thing, Moki? Yeah. That that dick that seems like that just
You're cutting
where
out.
you
That seems
start.
like.
And
Hold on. That seems like what?
sorry, I keep forgetting the stupid thing glitch that my headset does. It seems like that just dictates like what your main city is, and not whether or not you can go to different cities. Because I can go to different cities.
But like, can you go to different cities and pick up the original quest line and do all the quests?
Well, if we're gonna, that shouldn't matter to me. Because if I'm not going to be doing main story quests with you, then it shouldn't matter if that's the case. But if it also affects side quests and we decide we want to do some side quests together,
Well, wait.
then that could be a problem.
He just listed another city and all the art. Like, so
Virginia, yeah.
I think we're good. I think the last city is gonna have both of the ones we want to choose. He's gonna be a paladin. I'm gonna be a whatever the healer thing is, scholar. So
Oh, I guess yeah. I didn't think about that. He's assuming all the correct point about the fact that you the main story quest dictates where you can go to some degree, like what zones you can access.
yeah, early
Like
on.
you can't just go to whatever zone you want. You have to finish that part of the main story quest.
Oh,
So like even if you and I were leveling together, like yeah. So like for really, I mean, I guess at this point now I'm thinking of it that way. The only logical thing to do, if it's just for the fact of us playing together, would just be for me to make another character.
why? Hold on, I've lost you. Because he's saying you can travel wherever you want, so you can come to where I'm at, right? Early on.
Like yeah, I should be able to go where you are.
So we're gonna start in Limsa Lominissa. So like, okay, I'm there. He wants to be a paladin and level with me as I level up. How does that work? He's level 50 already. Wait till the mustache shows up on screen. Oh my god. I couldn't do it. Okay, yeah. He says you can do whatever you like then. Just choose a class and travel to Limisa or Limsa.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now we just have to determine. So how is it?
You're breaking up.
Um, so how's this gonna work? You're going to level your Arcanist with me up to 30.
But like
And then
you're starting at 30.
no.
Yeah, because your main thing is maxed level. So like you're starting a job which only goes to whatever levels, and I'm not gonna be able to start that job for 30 levels. Like my scholar that is equal to your paladin. Wait, no, because you have to level your baseline class. This is confusing
Right.
as fuck to me because in no game can you have two normal regular starter classes. This is so fucking with
Right.
me. Okay.
So my pugilist monk is max level, but I don't have any other
Yes.
primary classes.
Yeah, and you're
maxed
so
out.
yeah. Other than the one that you fucked with the Lancer or whatever
I
to
do.
do.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, Lancer, and I did actually level that more. Let me.
But that's not the one. That's not the tree you need. That makes it way better. I'm glad it makes sense again because it seemed like it was like, wait, hold on. What kind of
Okay.
game that's an MMO needs like a guide to be able to play two people together?
Oh shit.
What?
Hold on. Okay, good. I did start leveling Marauder, which is the other tank class that leads to Warrior.
Yeah. He's
I was like, oh,
confirming. He's confirming exactly what I was coming to the realization of a moment ago. And what were you just saying? I missed it. I was reading.
I thought I just kind of like had an oh shit moment, but it was over nothing.
What was it though? So I can never have it.
Well, I had started working on Marauder, like just to fuck around leveling another job,
Ah,
and that's a primary. But that's the one that leads to Warrior. Gladiator is the one that leads to Paladin, and I have no experience in Gladiator at all.
nice,
I
perfect.
don't even think I picked up the job yet.
So yeah, you're gonna need to go get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got my culinarian to level 30. Pretty good. I read something that said to get it above 40 if you can. Because I want to work more on armor crafting skills.
That's convenient that the 2 scars that are available for this class are visible through my emo hair. Like they're on the other cheek. If they're on the other cheek, they're blocked by the oh my gosh hair. Oh damn, tattoos though. Nice. Tattoo color. Can be green as well. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Or should I make it a contrasting color like purple? Ooh, that looks cool too. I don't know. I'm gonna need advice on this one. What do you think?
I'm digging that.
The purple one over the green? Or what? Oh, it hadn't changed to purple yet. On the stream for me.
Blow this up. Yeah, I like.
You're gonna have to say it all again, because yeah, that's all I heard.
All right, yeah. What is that? The purple one that you have it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Makes it even more jokery.
That's too black. That's too light. So yeah, that's pretty much the one. Right there. Face paint. I can have a butterfly on my cheek. Well, I mean, I definitely need, like, this purple eyeshadow. Oh, I get to only have one of these. Well, let's go to the face paint color first. Turn it purple. But, like, you had said some stuff that I never heard. You were responding or talking about the game. And I didn't hear it because your mic went burp, burp, burp. Do you have any idea what that was? That you were saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come face paint.
So you want to become a gladiator? Yes, I do. In the worst way.
That phrase has always screwed with me because I think of extremes. You know, like, what's the worst way someone could become a gladiator?
Yeah, like why would you prefer the worst way for something to happen?
You know, like, I want to go to jail, but not by stealing a candy bar. I want to go in the jail in the worst way, by touching
I want to murder
kitties.
somebody.
Like,
I want to learn how to be a ninja, but not by being locked up on a mountain in Japan with some crazy monk guy.
alright, I guess that's the only one that's going to work. If I'm going to have one at all. Or the purple eyeshadow. Yeah, I guess I should just go with the shady eyeshadow. What do I got going on in this? Gee, Summoner's War's all locked up. I need to... How much energy do I have? Ooh! 30,000. What's its... 13 hours. I have 150 energy I need to use. Should probably use that tonight at some point. Or some of it. And what do I have for power-up stuff? That's something I should look through. Slowly, I guess. Alright, what are they doing here? Got that Tattoo's voice. It's my only choice left. There's a lot of voice choices. Holy crap.
Kind of a silly, ironic.
It's kind of a silly, ironic what?
Kind of a silly, ironic thing.
What?
I just created my gear set for Gladiator, and it's the 13th gear set I have.
Oh, nice. That's actually awesome, because it's my lucky number. And, you know, obviously, avoiding the obvious thing, which is that it's in the Twitch channel name.
Yeah, I knew you would get it.
I was trying to leave enough time for whoever was listening to, like, get it first, and then I give the answer, in case nobody had caught on why it was ironic. Which, by the way, welcome, new viewer.
Welcome.
Level up. Ooh, sweet. I got a guy to click. Alright. I guess it don't matter what voice I choose. Actually, it does, because that one's horrible compared to 9. I was like, all the angry ones sound cool. He was like, ha! Was the last one I tried, and then I clicked 11, and it's like, ha! It's like, oh, I guess it does matter. Alright, that's it, I think, for this one. Character created, pretty much. What? Wait. Just confirm. Oh, wait, where did my face paint go? Oh, I chose the eyes, that's right. Save appearance data? Yeah, let's do it. Let's save that appearance data. Saving it in slot number. Save slot number 1. Put a comment.
Hey, what was that?
It's
Is that where you saved your preset?
yeah, I was like saving my my look preset, and it was like put comment. I was like, oh, just any comment. Huh? Okay, pizza is delicious. And people are, and then I didn't have enough room, so I was just like, people are question mark. And I was like, you know what? That's actually really fitting. People are confusing. Specify your character's date of birth. Well, is it the... Ooh. First Umbral Moon, the second... Ooh, I could be the second Astral Moon, guys. Or the third Umbral Moon, or the fifth Astral Moon, or any number of 6th or 5th or 4th Astral or Umbral moons. That doesn't sound...
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm not sure.
But I mean, I sound like somebody who's born under the third Astral Moon. Just saying.
Yeah.
16th son of
agree
the
with
third Astral Moon. No, of course it's the 13th. Who the fuck you kidding? Alright. Awesome. 13th son of the third Astral Moon. Confirm. Uh-oh. Now I got a picture. What's your hieroglyph? Oh, it's their patron deity. Helone. Menfina. The lake. Or something. Nymea.
Yeah, it just affects your resistances or something.
Limelan. Oh. Oh, it's like, so what should a healer resist most?
Oh no.
Fire to resist the main of the black mage? Or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I would go with one of the green ones. That's a guess.
Just because you like the color, or what? Because it matches my hair?
Yeah.
Vigriat, Raugar, Aizmia, Naldthal, Nomfika. I don't like any of the names, so yeah, I like one of the green ones. Let's see. What are the actual stat differences?
Well, we also have to factor into our leveling together our specific class quests. So that's gonna, we're gonna have to like break at some point and be like, okay, let's go do our class quest when we hit the level of the requirement of the class quest. It gets like every 5 levels, and then when it gets higher, it's every few levels.
Right on.
But yeah, that's not going to be our main source of experience. I don't know if there's, I don't know what level Fates start at. Like that's what we're going to have to figure out, is how we're going to most efficiently level. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Limsa Lominda. Limsa Lominza. Alright.
I can also get you into my F.
You can also get me into your what?
God damn it, I keep forgetting that it does. Figure out what the deal is with that. Why it takes a while when I unmute. I said I can get you into my FC, my free company, which is what they call it, the guild.
Ah, nice.
They call a guild in the game a free company. The guild in the game is whatever, like, job has a guild. But what you would normally think of as a guild, free company.
Alright, so it's wanting me to select a world now. Famfrit?
Yes, sir. Famfrit.
Famfrit it is. Primal, so some primal Famfrit shit. First and last name of my character.
Now, if I remember reading correctly, wait. I'm a tank and you're a healer. We shouldn't have too much of a problem. Plus, that would be a good way for us to get familiar with all the dungeon mechanics.
That's pretty much what I was thinking. Like, you can just do any dungeon anytime, ever.
Yep.
But not from the beginning, not for the first 30 levels. I'm not a healer.
I think you can start doing dungeons at 15, 16 or something like that.
Oh, okay, so won't be having to grind out too long to start. With me as a healer, I mean, we can try doing others.
I don't know, you might have some healing abilities as an Arcanist. I don't know what the Arcanist's abilities are.
That's a very good point. You know, I might be a kind of healer, like a Chanter on Ion. They can kind of heal, but not really heal. They can heal enough to heal. Like, I could stay underwater even though you're not allowed to swim in that game, and I just drown and heal myself and drown and heal myself. I explored so many random bottoms of the oceans just running around healing myself. I don't need Yetis, do I? Who needs Yetis? Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of Summoner's Worth stuff. Evolve in the Yetis.
Here, feel.
Graphics aren't that bad on awful.
Here. Feel.
Think. I got a little horny.
Yeah, you're looking.
It did the thing, of course, so like I didn't hear anything you said. Maybe pull up Discord and use that to mute instead.
I think there's a way that I can.
But what did you even say? You look what?
You look a little horny over there.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my software for my headset, see what that Discord control is all about.
Alright, I'm going to level some fucking food. Fodder. Level 7 mushrooms. I'll take that. There's no need to fret though. Going somewhere chock full of aetherites. Might as well have been blooming seasickness. Sea ships leaping like around like a demented chocobo, apparently.
Let's see how this works.
What is it supposed to do?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Meeting through Discord solves the problem. I just set a keybind so I don't have to like actually go into the program.
Did you set it to your headset or just normal keybind?
I can, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I just noticed I thought it might only work with the program pulled up, but it doesn't, or it does work with the game or anything else up, which is
Yeah.
cool. But there's something in the game that that button is set as, so I have to figure out what that. It's like a zoom. Okay, here we go. Right click. No. Click. Okay. Now we're good. Does it make a bleep noise on your end when I mute?
No, not at all.
Sweet.
Oh snap, the ship is under attack. Ship let's start her bow. Pirate colors. What do you know? You're green. Eorza. Eorzea? Eorzea's. Eorzea's foremost naval power. Was your origin, like the beginning, way different? You weren't on a boat or something?
Couldn't really tell you.
You don't remember?
No, I probably skipped it.
Limsa Luminsa. Blessed by the goddess of navigation. I like the way the character ended up looking. Worked out. Oh, 4-star speed room, not 5-star. God damn it. I don't get it. Oop, getting choppy now that I'm coming into the city movie scene.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Lemane.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Here's where we part ways, son.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Hey, me there. Oh my god, the HP's at the bottom naturally. Like, what game does that for me? That's amazing. Oh. The control scheme that I wish to use. I should Should I just find a controller and plug it in? I don't have the codec or anything. I guess I could just switch later if I want to use a controller. Ooh. Later, Toki. Thanks for stopping by. I still seem to be getting some pretty significant frame rate lag. I assume that's showing through on the stream too, yeah. Like jitteriness. Are you there? Hello? Oh, now I hear something.
Yeah, it is.
You were breaking up, what?
You're gonna have to majorly mess with your UI to get it.
Yeah,
Well, not majorly, I guess, but.
yeah, definitely mess with it.
Do you want me to screenshot mine? Send
No,
it
I
to
can
you?
I can see the stream. I just have to adjust it. Hello, new viewer.
Hello. Welcome.
Another 4-star. Jesus. Give me my damn 5-star rune for God's sake. I want 5-star speed rune. Give it to me. Oh, and I need to go set that option to where it stops taking off the sound every time I click over to do that. How the hell would I go to options? Escape? Yes.
What do you have your resolution set as in Final Fantasy?
1080. I could take it down to 720.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You probably should because we can only stream at 720 anyway,
Alright, where the hell?
and that should help performance.
Support desk, I guess? No. Probably not. Where the hell do I go to normal options? System config? Maybe. Alright, game. System configuration windowed. Oh, no, it is in 720. It was already in 720, unfortunately.
Wait, it says you're getting.
What? You're breaking up again, what?
You're getting
So they did it again. It says I'm getting what?
4 frames per second.
Really? Where? Where does it say? Oh, yeah, 3, 4, yep. Very fast frames per second.
That's not good.
No, it's very good. The lower the better. It's like golf. Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
you're
no.
gonna need to get to like, try to get to like, at least
10.
15, 20 to make it playable.
Yeah. But I mean, hopefully we'll have that solved soon with a good graphics card in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that test equipment. Hopefully by then, by the time you get that, maybe your mom can work on getting your stuff around
Yeah, we'll
computer stuff.
definitely have to do all of that all at the same time for sure. Character lighting. Okay, wait. What else can I adjust in this? This is just UI shit. Alright, where's graphic settings? No, I don't want to drag the button. Stop. fuck? Alright. Transparent lighting quality. I can turn that down. Oh, nope. No, I can't. Normal's the lowest it goes.
Try just setting the... Can you set the... Is that as low as you can go on the preset?
The graphic setting thing at the top? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maximum, high desktop, high laptop, standard desktop, standard laptop. Hide my shadow. Map resolution? That ain't gonna make anything run slow, right? Nice. Turn off shadow cascading. That's a thing. Shadow resolution, low. Texture filtering, trilinear. Ooh, bilinear. That sounds less intensive. Anti-stropic filtering. Anisotropic. Oh, this is as low as it goes. Movement physics. Off for everything. Who needs physics? Nobody. These aren't your mother's physics. Below the graphics around an object in motion. Is that gonna be less intensive or more intensive? Naturally darken the edge of the screen. Enable depth of field? I can turn that off. Well, that's just for the cutscenes. Changes saved. Alright, all those changes got me up to a banging 5 and now back down to 4 frames per second. Let's see. Buttons. No, stop moving. That. Go away. Oh my god, stop dragging that around. Yeah, it's not playable. This is about like it was in PUBG. It's a game in itself just trying to run in this straight line. No, overcorrection. Have we got to that point on the stream yet for you? Can you see what's happening? I didn't even see the jump. I just like teleported back to the ground. Oh yeah, that's just not doable at all. Well, guess that's it for Final Fantasy currently.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm taking care of the baby right now. She woke up.
No worries.
So, not playable. I didn't see it.
It's on the stream right now. You can't see. Or at least it is for
No,
mine. Mine's like way delayed.
no, all I'm seeing is the game.
But yeah, it's like burp, 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 burp. That's when I get frames, it feels like.
Yeah, that's not playable. That sucks.
Yeah, too intense for this graphics card, which is totally understandable. There's literally only 3. I mean, there's literally only, well, no power to this thing. You know, it just gets power from the PCIe.
Wonder what kind of graphics card is in Chris's computer.
I mean, it would be better than this.
Oh, it's gotta be, yeah.
Guarantee it. So.
But I wonder if you could just like, do you have the ability to like open that thing up and screw around with it?
I mean, not easily, no.
Not now, but could you?
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, especially if I have it handed to me or whatever. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because you could just pull the fucking graphics card and the power supply out of there and like rig it up to work for now. You'd have to use the other power supply, you know, to power the graphics card for now until you get those adapters or whatever.
Well, I'm thinking that's something that we were just going to do when you're here, to switch the power supplies around and permanently fix a better one into the server.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So which, are we going to use the one from your other PC?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of choices now.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is should be, you know, I would think at least 600 watts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the one that I have in there, I think is 1,000.
It's over 1,000, I thought, or 1,000.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 or 1,200 or something. Which is way, way overkill. Like, totally unnecessary. But I suppose I'm going to head off for now as far as the stream goes. So thanks for everyone who stopped by. Talk to you guys later.